What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Undercover Weebs podcast. This
Let's
episode,
go!
this episode
Woo!
is on, or it's a Seinen tier list. Last time we did shounen for a tier list, so I thought, well, the other most popular genre, Seinen, why not do a tier list for that? And as usual, we have me and Noah, and we have our other tier list guy back. Isaac
I'm
is
back,
back.
baby.
Let's go.
Hey guys.
I noticed when making this tier list that seinen is not a very descriptive genre.
Not at all.
It is very hard to make a tier list for this, because
Dude,
often they just fall under like drama instead of
yeah.
seinen. And a
Well,
lot of
there are
these you
so many
question.
good anime in here. Fuck, are we gonna have any in like the low ones?
I kind of went through it when I mean there's a few in here that are obviously low, but when I went through it and I kind of did it myself before we started, when I made it, I think there were like two in F, and then the rest of them were actually all quite high. So I guess we
Yeah.
can. Oh, I guess we gotta explain the tiers again before I get too ahead of myself for you who are listening through your podcast app. Uh, so we have one, two, three, four, five, six tiers. The top tier is S, which is a mind blowing masterpiece.
Yep.
The second tier, which is A tier, which is recommendable. I couldn't come up with another good name, so I just put recommendable. Next tier down is B, which is worth the watch. Under that is C, which is don't even bother watching, and F is below that, which is probably the worst thing you'll ever see. And then again, we have to have a have not seen tier. I think there's only maybe two of these in here that I actually haven't seen. The rest of them should belong somewhere at least. I don't know about you
There are
guys.
plenty in here that I have not seen, but there's a lot of my favorites in here as well, so I'm excited to talk about those.
Yeah, so let's get this thing going.
Yeah.
Let's start with the one on the top. I don't know. You guys are following along on your screens over there,
Yep.
but on my top left is Steins Gate. Where would you put Steins Gate? I
I'd
put
put it
Steins Gate in S.
Really?
uh fuck. Okay. Can if we get to other shows and we want to move shit around, can we reevaluate where we
Yeah.
put it?
I
I
think
think we can
so.
change things
I
up
wanna
if
I'll put
we.
it in S for right now since it's the first one.
Okay,
And
so like I'm currently in the beginnings of the show because I've just started. It's kind of my task right
The
now,
shit part.
and yeah, I'm in the rough part, and it's just kind of slow. So it's like a B right now because I know that you guys talk it up pretty big, and a lot of people really like it. So obviously, like it's gonna be worth the watch. But I'm not mind blowing masterpiece quite yet, just because I haven't seen the whole thing.
once
So
you
where I'm at right now, it's B.
once you hit about
But
episode 14 or 15, you'll get there.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. I'm not a very patient person, so it's taken.
Yeah, it's a it could be tough to get through the first half if you're not really into the not a lot of
Hmm.
action,
Yep.
because it's more of like I'd say the first half is almost like a slice of life, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
there's not a lot going on. It's just kind of following
Yeah.
the
At the moment, right now, it's just not that exciting. Like there's a couple of a couple of weird things happening, and I'm starting to see stuff develop a little bit, but like nothing really exciting has really developed at all yet.
Mm.
and Noah, you haven't even seen Steins Gate Zero, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm not in a big rush to watch it because always remember Steins Gate like the back of my hand. So Steins Gate Zero is something I'll just be able to pick up whenever.
Yeah, and honestly, I think Zero really elevates the original because it gives you the other side of the
Hmm.
story.
Oh, so like, I guess you probably can't explain it without like spoiling anything to me, but I was just wondering like, what's the difference? Like, what's the zero version of it?
Basically an alternate ending,
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
but it's not really an alternate ending because well, I guess once you figure it out, you'll realize there's is more than one ending to start off with
Mm,
because of the
mm.
way the
Yeah.
timelines line up.
Yeah, parallel universes and whatnot.
Mhm. It's a fun ride.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, so yeah, that's probably gonna end up in obviously A or S for me as
Yeah,
well. But
we'll see where we'll
right
see
now,
if it stays there for right now. But next up is Ajin.
Oh, okay. I've never seen Ajin, and I don't even want to. I'm putting that in fucking shit tier.
I
yeah,
I have already placed it within F tier because it is really hurts the eyes. It
okay,
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna
really
look at
hurts
some of
the
it
eyes.
online here.
I don't I just don't think the story really interests me either, to be honest with you.
It's not a good main character. It's all CGI, and the CGI is not
Oh,
good.
oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm looking at some of it online, and oh yeah, this doesn't look very good at all.
No, it's not like a Kengan Ashura level of CGI. It's like
It's like Envy from
ass
Full Metal
cheeks.
Alchemist all the time.
No, it's bad. It's really bad. The story
Yeah.
isn't that bad. Like I thought I would really enjoy it because it's kind of like super. It's supposed to be a super dark story and a little bit philosophical, but
Hmm.
I hated the main character, and the animation is so bad that I literally cannot force myself to sit through it.
Tough to watch.
Yeah. Bro, their facial expressions in that show and like the way their faces look bother the shit out of me. I can't do it.
They
Yeah,
don't
like
have any
I'm looking at this
expression ever.
clip. I'm looking at this clip and it's like all Ajin deaths from Ajin. And
There's so many
the
deaths.
faces look so bad on the people who are dying.
There's literally so many deaths.
This guy looks like he's smiling at one point.
I mean, if like
Alright.
the action isn't bad, and actually some of the more philosophical parts of it aren't bad, but the
I wonder how the
animation is
live
so
action
bad.
was. They made a live
Oh
action
god, I didn't know
adaptation.
there was a live action.
It was that popular. It was popular enough to get a
maybe
live
maybe this
action.
is like a fan made
The
thing
manga is
just on
super
YouTube,
popular.
but it looks like this was a professionally done
It's a
thing.
very popular manga.
Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, let's go on to the next one. I think we all unanimously put that in F tier, even though
F tier.
Yeah.
Even though
we
I
haven't
haven't
really
seen it,
seen
I'll
it.
take your
I've
word
seen
for it.
it, but
Probably
it's
will never
bad.
watch it now.
All right, next up is Akira, which is the only movie on this list actually.
Mm.
And
Oh,
Akira is really good, but I don't think I can really put it above a B.
oh, it's an A for sure. Akira's so fire.
Really? Have
I
you seen
think
Akira, Isaac?
I have not. I have not watched many anime movies.
I haven't either, but that's one of them, and I think it deserves an A because it is really good. It's like I think it's unanimously everyone who watches it would say it's a very good anime movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a huge pull in the West in getting people to open their eyes to anime.
Yeah, I just looked in 1988. Holy
Yeah,
cow.
and the animation really holds up for being that old
Yeah,
as well. Like I even have an Akira poster in my bedroom. But the thing is, like,
I do too.
it's
Actually,
just so confusing.
Man,
Like
I'm
at
watching
the end, I was just so like there's a lot of the manga that they did not adapt because they were like ending at or like they were making the movie and the manga was going at the same time. So it didn't really have
Really?
it kind of had a weird ending and it was a little confusing for me. But I guess I'll put it at an A for now. We'll leave it there.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll have to give this a try one time.
I mean, it's a good anime movie.
Worth the watch.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, it's a super easy watch. It's really interesting actually. I think, and there's some really good characters in there.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
where,
agree.
where are we throwing it?
Next
Where do we
one
throw
is-
it?
I put it in A.
Okay.
It'll probably end up at the bottom of A, but there's only one in there now. So,
Mhm.
all right. Next up is Attack on Titan.
S tier.
Is
Probably
anybody?
my favorite show, dude. It's probably my favorite show ever.
It's a good
Like,
favorite show. I would never knock you for that.
and it really comes down to how they end this upcoming season. But I just
I think it'll
there's
be at least three. Or,
I'm not even a little scared, honestly. Like, how do you mess up something this good already? Like, it'd be so
Yeah.
hard to do that.
what scares me is it's one. They say it's one season, but that one season has to be 2-parters, 24 episodes each, or at least 3 parts because there's a lot they have left to cover.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they usually do seasons in part 1 and 2, don't they?
The only one they did seasons in part 1 and 2 is season 3.
2? Season 3.
Uh-huh. And it
Oh, yeah, you're
scares me. It scares me.
So you're saying the ground that was covered in season 3 between those 2 parts is nothing compared to what's left in season 4?
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I do know because the most the season or like The most they've done in 12 episodes is 5 volumes. So,
Okay.
Okay.
and I believe season 3 part 2 ends on volume 22, at the end of volume 22.
Okay.
And right now there's going to be at least 32 volumes, and they haven't
Oh, baby.
he hasn't stopped writing yet.
He's not done with it yet.
No, he's not done
How
with
are
it
they
yet.
saying it's going to be the final season then? That's so weird.
Well,
I bet they make it into 2 parts.
they'll have to
They
make it
almost
in.
have to.
Either it'll be like 30 some episodes, or they have to make it in 2 parts.
I mean, I'd be cool with either, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
at the end
think
of the day,
I don't
Captain Levi is my favorite character of all time. Dude is an absolute monster, and the show is just awesome. Like,
Mappa's a good
Yep.
studio as well. I don't think they can really screw it up too bad.
Yeah, they are.
no,
good
well,
studio.
the trailer looked gorgeous.
Funimation and Crunchyroll finally released trailers that we've all seen months ago. I saw them on Twitter. I was like, oh, you're like 3 months behind the game, but good for you. All right. Yeah, that unanimously belongs in S tier.
hmm
I'd say if it ends right, it's going to be my favorite of all time.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna move higher up
I mean,
on my list.
like, it's just so like this story is so airtight, and like it's just I could go on about that show for a long time.
If you've seen it, you should be able to.
I
It's just
talk I
amazing.
talked my buddies back or like that live together up here with me, and they watched the rest of it because they had both left out. They watched season 1 because it was so huge when it originally came out, and then they just didn't watch the rest of it. And they're like, "Oh, I heard it was kind of boring in season 2," and I was like, "Oh, it definitely
Season
wasn't
1 is the
boring."
worst season.
Yeah, season
And
1 is
season
by
one is
far
and
the
season
worst
1 is by
season.
far the slowest. So they probably weren't hyped up about it, but I think they would all agree now that this show is just amazing. Because they watched the rest of it. Because I was convincing them, like, you guys are gonna want to watch this before the new season comes out. And of course, now it got delayed to what, December 7th now. But
Season 3
anyway.
part 2 is every episode's an absolute banger.
Oh, it's so good, dude. So good. Like it. I've never had a show keep me on the edge of my seat like that. On a week-to-week basis for like a month. Like that was insane. Like I was just waiting for those episodes to come out, and I would watch them the night of every time I would stay up for them to come out.
I always
Yeah.
had to wait a week because I watch it in dub, but
That's
it's
just
still.
dumb. That's just dumb.
Well, I've watched it in dub since the beginning, so I'm not going to change.
Yeah, you can't really change.
I did change for My Hero, though, and I realized that the dub is atrocious compared to the sub.
I was
I-
telling you that too, AK. But you're just like, I can't change. The dub is bad.
The
man.
only episode I've watched in sub for My Hero is the very last episode.
in
Oh,
sub,
that's such
you
a
said?
good one.
And after I heard what Endeavor sounded like in Japanese instead of English, like, I hate Endeavor's English
Bro,
voice.
even All Might though, he
Oh,
sounds
I
so much
can't
more
stand-
badass.
I can't stand Deku's English voice.
Honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm going to watch it in English because it's, like, my native language, and I feel like I'm
Yeah.
just too lazy to
Deku-
read.
Deku actually cameos in Attack on Titan season 3 part 2. He is Aaron's dad when he was a kid in the flashbacks.
Really?
He's
really?
in English. I heard it and I couldn't unhear it for the rest of that episode. I was like, oh no.
God, I'm never gonna go back and watch that again.
I didn't even notice, to be honest.
In dub. So
I didn't notice.
yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next one. I know, Noah, have you seen the beginning of this show? It's Blade of the Immortal. You've seen the beginning of it, right?
I think I'm like 7 or 8 episodes deep. And the only reason I stopped watching it because I was watching it when it was coming out weekly, and I actually enjoyed it thoroughly.
I watched the first 5 episodes twice now, and for some reason, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just for some reason I dropped it twice after 5 episodes.
Is
I
this
put
an
it in B.
older show?
I just
No,
don't think there's
no,
really
no, I-
anything. I don't really think there's anything special about it.
You know what I think it's kind of like for me? It's kind of like a Kame Got Killed for me. Like, I can watch it and I can enjoy it, but it's not like I'm super into it. So I'd put it in worth the watch because I feel like a lot of people would really enjoy it.
Okay, I think I put it at the top of C right now. But
Give me a little background. Is it like kind of a battle anime or?
It's kind of a battle anime, and it follows this samurai who can't die because he has these bloodworms that will repair his body. You have
Oh.
to cut off his head to kill him. And it's
Oh.
his story with this. It's a woman, right, AK?
her family was killed by like samurais.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
it's a story that follows kind of their journey, and
Okay.
it's pretty interesting.
It is an interesting show. I guess
It's watchable.
yeah, I'd say I guess it's worth the watch if you're into that kind of thing.
Did he have to like kill 1,000 people to atone for some shit, or he did, or some? I don't really remember. I haven't watched it in a while,
But
but
it's not necessarily recommendable.
I, yeah, okay, yeah, actually,
I wouldn't put it in recommendable.
Okay.
I
no,
don't
it's
think it's
worth.
special.
I think it's worth the watch for a certain person. I don't know if it's don't even bother because it's
Yeah,
not bad.
I wouldn't say. I guess
Bottom
you're
of B.
right.
We'll hold it
We'll
bottom
we'll
of
put
B.
it in the bottom of B for right now.
Sounds good.
Let's go on to the next one. I don't know if you guys. I think Noah's heard of this, but it's called Bungo Stray Dogs.
Oh.
I have heard great things about Bungo Stray Dogs, actually.
So I actually just watched this recently, maybe like last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched all 3 seasons in like 2 days, 3 days.
So
Jeez.
it's fucking players, what you're
It's
telling
gotta
me.
be good enough.
It was pretty good. I was kind of waiting for something to happen that was like made it amazing, but it's good. I'd put it at the top of B, I think.
Okay.
The
I'm gonna
animation
go- I'm
looks
gonna
good
go
in
with-
what I'm looking at right now.
I'm gonna
I
go
think
with
it's
your
by
judgment.
Bones. I want to say Bones animates it.
I'm going with 100% your judgment.
I'm gonna say it's at the top of B. Isaac, I don't think you haven't seen it either, have you?
No, unfortunately, but this one looks like I would watch this.
They kind of have a pretty cool powering system, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's people that are gifted, is what it's called, and
Is
only
Bungo
those
Stray-
people have powers. What was that?
Is Bungo Stray Dogs? There's like a kid who's like a mafia boss or something with electric powers. Am I thinking of a different show?
No, it is about the mafia.
So there probably is a character like that.
I wouldn't consider the mafia boss to be a kid, but he has a weird gifted power where his gifted is like a 12-year-old girl, and it's really weird. It's kind of creepy, but the powers are pretty cool. If I mean, as soon as the next season comes out, I'll watch it. So I guess I have to put it in worth the watch, but I don't think I'd go out of my way to recommend it to anybody.
All right.
Above Blade of the Immortal.
Yeah, I put it in front of Blade of the Immortal.
Yeah, I based on what I've heard, I would also put it in front of Blade of the Immortal. All right, I'm with it.
Alrighty, next up, we got something that is classified as shounen on my anime list, but I would not consider this a shounen at all, and that's Samurai Champloo.
I would not it has, yeah, I wouldn't consider it a shonen either.
Because the main characters are older, and it has a lot of killing in it.
It's very gory, a lot of killing. There's no power system.
No.
I have not seen this.
You haven't seen Samurai Champloo?
I have not.
It's gotta be the next thing you watch, my man.
So it's recommendable.
I
like
put it in front of.
I like it a lot more in Cowboy Bebop. It's done by the same guy, and I like it.
Really? I really like
substantially
Cowboy Bebop, so I would definitely mess with this, I think.
It's got really good music. It's got beautiful animation. It's got an interesting storyline, and it's kind of episodic like Cowboy Bebop, but it also is a little more linear.
It has an ongoing
It has some
story as well.
story content to it.
They have a purpose, is what I like. In Cowboy Bebop, they don't. There's no purpose.
The one episode in Cowboy where like they actually show a lot of his story, it's like super interesting, but then it's just gone. And it's so sad because I feel like they could have really pulled a good story in that.
I still haven't finished Cowboy Bebop.
I don't even know why. I gotta finish it just to say I finished it. I just gotta do it. I just gotta man up.
I'm gonna have to just hunker down and pound her out.
Part of the reason I haven't is because I'm also biased, and I'm like, I just don't like this. I feel like that's holding me back. I gotta get rid of my bias towards Cowboy Bebop.
I mean, I only have like 6 episodes left. It'll take like 2 hours.
I got like 12.
Oh. Yeah. We didn't even rank Champloo, but I put it in front of Akira in A.
That's where I actually put it. I thought that was where you were gonna put it.
How about you, Noah? Where are you throwing it?
I'm putting it in A.
Yep, I put it in front of Akira in A.
Yep, top of A. Not quite mind-blowing masterpiece, but it's A.
Yeah, I agree with that. Next up, we got Code Geass. Code Geass is a mind-blowing masterpiece.
That's an S.
I
Have you even
have
finished
not
it?
seen. I need to
Nope.
see it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm having the same take as Leisure here. I've heard people just love this show.
You
We had a
don't
dude in my college
even
speech
know.
class who did a speech on this show, and he was really passionate about
A
it.
legend. That guy's a legend.
That
Fuck
guy
yeah,
is
that's awesome.
goated.
I honestly at the time I was a casual, and I'm still kind of a casual now, but I had
Dude,
no idea what this show was, and I was
If
like,
I had
oh,
the balls
must
to
be
give a
kind of
speech
good.
on an anime, I'd do it, but I don't.
No, me either.
Dude,
I have to maintain my Chad persona.
I had class with a bunch of weebs up there. There was a group of like girls in one of my classes. I had like a lab with them, and I think it was anthropology, and a couple of them like were talking about Tokyo Ghoul and
Fuck yeah,
stuff like that.
that's lit. That's actually lit, dude. Anime. So many people are into it. They just don't talk about it. Have you played?
It's because
Among
it's
Us?
shunned.
Like, bro,
We're
every
in the
fifth
movement.
name
We're
on
bringing it
Among Us
alive.
is like an anime like name. I swear.
You gotta
I swear to
realize we're in the movement of bringing anime to the general public.
Oh
Even
yeah,
if you like anime, you're still kind of closeted about it. Like,
true.
I
it's just
mean,
how it has
most
to be.
people are closeted about anime if they like anime.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm pretty closeted, and I feel like I'm the least closeted out of all of us about it. I talk about it with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, with most of my friends, I'm fine with talking about it, or at least the ones that like anime, because
Dude,
I don't
so
know.
like I live with all these new guys that I met when I first moved to where I'm going to school, and I like just moved into with them this year, and I'm trying to like slowly ease them into it. I put up Full Metal to watch, and I think I hooked a couple of them, and like we just
All it
haven't
takes is
watched
one
it in
good
a
show.
couple of weeks. But like I heard one talking the other day. He's like, "When are we ever gonna like keep watching that Full Metal show?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude! I think I'm starting to get him. I think I'm starting to get him."
Yeah.
We have one dude up here who also watches anime, and I think he's even got a My Hero poster in his room.
Literally, all you gotta do is hook someone on one show, and they'll be set. They won't
I
be
do.
able
Do
to
I
stop.
turn on something like Attack on Titan and just let it go? Because I feel like
I would start with something more normie and shonen because
Bro.
I got one of my roommates to start like kind of like dipping his toe into anime with Black Clover.
Oh really? How
Yeah.
about something like kind of funny like One Punch Man? Just get him in
Yeah,
for the
that'd be a
fights.
good one.
Get him in for the fights, because
Yeah,
that's all
I got
it
my
is.
roommate in One Punch Man, and then I made him watch Mob Psycho, and he actually just rewatched Mob Psycho because he loves it so much.
Mm.
Well, we kind of forgot to talk about Code Geass, but it belongs in S.
Well,
You haven't even
Geass,
seen the
fantastic.
ending.
I can't talk about the best part, but I mean
That's what staples it. Like, it's
it has
already
a
a great show, but that's
Yeah.
what just literally staples it. Like, you pound a nail into S tier.
Well, I like how it has like that chess aspect of not chess aspect, but you know, like Lelouch is just one step ahead of everyone, like for the most part, and I really like that because he's basically just playing chess with the entire world,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
It's crazy.
yeah.
And you don't even know until you see the end. You don't
Oh,
even know
yeah.
how Big Brain is.
Yeah, he's a great character, and the dub is really good. The only thing is the side characters in that show I couldn't give a shit less about, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess. What about Rolo, though?
Yeah,
It's not really a side character that per se.
Rolo's pretty cool.
Deadman Wonderland is up next.
Never heard it. Never. I don't know anything about it.
I have not seen it myself.
It's good. It's worth the watch, but it stops at like they don't adapt the whole thing.
Oh,
Like
that's too bad.
I think they got to like volume 4 of the manga or something. And there's 12 volumes, and it has a really cliffhanger ending. So I guess I put it, unless you plan on picking up the manga, I would put it in the bottom of B. But like, because I don't know, it just has leaves a sour taste in your mouth at the end.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna throw that at the bottom of B.
All right.
I did redo my top row. I have Attack on Titan, then Code Geass, then Steins Gate.
That's what I have right now too.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we're still on the same page here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Next up is Death Note. Death
I'm
Note.
going. I'm going A. I'm not even gonna give it
Yeah,
S.
I think anybody can enjoy Death Note.
It's definitely recommendable. I'm gonna put it in the top of A.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Uh,
say
season one's bad.
if it stopped after season 1 before Nier became really like a thing, Nier and
Yeah.
Mellow, I'd say it would belong in S.
It's just
Yeah.
the dynamic with like those guys compared to the dynamic with L
Yeah.
is just so much worse. It's
It
not
just
even that
couldn't
it's
have
bad,
gotten
so to
better.
say. You just have such a good dynamic with Light and L, and it's just so cool to like watch them interact and to like be totally in on everything that's going on. And then once L, probably not going to spoil that, but once a certain thing happens, it's just it's not the same, and it's not that it's bad. It's just not the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't have that same dynamic anymore.
No.
No, that the like, yeah, the way those two play off of each other is so much better than how they play off later on. Like, I feel like Light ends up having too many cards in his hand. They needed
Yeah.
to make him a little less, uh, big brain.
Nier is just overall a boring character, I'd say.
Yeah, there was just
I'd agree.
like I would never became invested in his character at all.
Well, they stated, I'm pretty sure somewhere in the anime, and they're like, Nier's the smartest character in the show. And then I'm like, well, he's so boring, and he doesn't seem like he's the smartest character in the show, so I don't give a fuck.
Hmm
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so top of A.
Yeah, and let's throw it there for now. Next up is Death Parade. And actually, I don't know if either of you caught this when watching Death Parade, but Light has a cameo in Death Parade.
I did not catch that.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't notice that. That's like in the
No.
episode. It's where that woman has to choose whether to kill the guy on like the screen or like her idol. Like, and the guy in
Oh,
the guy on the screen is Light.
Wow. No
Really?
way.
wait, like Light as in the voice actor? It's actually Light.
It's Light
Like-
Yagami. Like
What the?
it is
No
Light.
shit.
Yeah. I can't believe you didn't catch that.
I did not
So
catch that.
technically, Death Parade is in like the world of Shinigami and stuff.
I mean, it's just a cameo. It's not like
Oh my-
there hasn't been anything confirmed or anything, but
I'm an
What
idiot.
if, dude?
they're both
What
by
if?
Madhouse, so
It looks just like Light. I'm stupid. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay.
I'm putting this in
I-
S. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think. It's my favorite. It's my favorite show.
I'd also put it low S.
Yeah, I'd say low S. I'd say it's definitely better than recommendable, but like
Top A.
I feel
low
like
S.
you have to really appreciate like anime and like shows in general to really like understand it and to actually like become invested in it.
It's got a lot of different themes that
Yep.
you won't see in
Yep.
your normal
Yeah,
shows.
you have to think
It's
when you
worthy
watch
of
it.
S. It's totally worthy of S.
I think it is too. I really do. It was a great show. It was a great show.
I'd love to hear that you guys think that because
Hmm
I will recommend the show to anyone and everyone because it is
It's
my
good.
favorite.
It is good. Super good, actually.
Every single
So
episode
We're
smacks.
throwing it above
What's the
Code
next one?
Geass, but maybe is it above Attack on Titan?
Oh, I
No.
was putting it at the bottom of S.
Yeah, bottom of S.
Okay. Okay.
Next up is Devilman Crybaby.
C.
I haven't
I-
seen it.
I think it belongs in C.
I think it belongs in C. Well, yeah, don't even bother for sure.
Yeah.
What's the
I
gist
would not
of the
watch it
show?
again.
Is it like a battle anime?
It's a redo of Devilman, but it's like a
Okay.
Netflix adaptation where it's not really redo. But
It's super fucking weird, bro. It's so goofy.
it's short and like I didn't care about any of the characters, and the ending was really weird.
the
Okay.
beginning was weird.
Every part of the
has a lot of
show,
shock value. It has a lot of shock value. and
it
you're
got a
like,
lot
what
of
the
hype
fuck?
too. Like
It
overall,
did.
the show got a lot of hype.
It really did.
But I'd say don't even bother. I don't know. It was so confusing to watch.
Yeah.
The only reason I watched it was because of how much hype it had behind it.
All right.
All right, the
What we
only
got
one to
here
see right
next?
now. Next up is Doro Hidoro.
Doro Yidoro.
I placed Doro Hidoro in front of Blade of the Immortal on Worth the Watch.
I would too.
So the
I
second
haven't
one
seen
on
it,
Worth
and
the
I
Watch.
do not know anything about it.
Super similar vibe. It's just a better version of Blade of the Immortal.
It's
About-
it's got a much more upbeat vibe, at least in the in the anime of Blade of the Immortal?
It's about a kid who was his dad basically
No,
sold.
you're on the wrong one. You're thinking Dororo. I'm on Dorohedoro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay.
Dororo's next.
Dorohedoro's fucking lit, bro. Dorohedoro's dope as shit. I'm putting it in B. But yeah, I'm still putting it in B.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
it's about a guy with a alligator head.
I can kind of see that from the poster.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of wondering what that was.
It's got really like
He
dark.
really likes dumplings or
Yeah.
gyoza.
It's got really
Oh.
dark, grungy like character design, which is like the coolest part for me. I love the aesthetic of the show. I fucking adore it. The aesthetic of the show is amazing.
It's also
And
the rarity where it's all 3D CGI and it actually looks good.
It does, and the story's eh. The power system pretty cool. World is dope. The aesthetic's sick. I'll put it in B.
I think it's definitely got room to grow. That's what I
It
like
does.
about it. All right, next up is Dororo, the one that you thought we were talking about before.
Yeah, Dororo I will put ahead of Dorohedoro, but still in B.
I think
I
I'd put
think
it
it's
on the
an
bottom
A.
of A.
Okay, I mean,
If me personally, I would put it like probably ahead of that. I love this show. I really did when I watched it.
really good.
The
So
build up is great.
this show, Isaac, Dororo has a very similar vibe to Blade of the Immortal.
Okay, that's what I kind of figured from just what you guys were saying about it. So
It's just a better version.
Especially the color palette, I'd say, look exactly the same.
exactly the same. The color palettes, they have to be done by the same studio, huh?
I have no idea who Blade of the Immortal is done by. I'm pretty sure Dorohedoro's mappa, or Dororo's mappa, I mean. I'm getting them all screwed up.
Studio B Train and Production IG.
the only issue I had with the show was like I just did not hate like the antagonists enough, except for like the father.
The
other
point
two were,
was
like-
that you were supposed to like empathize with the
Yeah, I
antagonists.
know. By the end of it,
No,
it was
dude,
good.
the ending pissed me off.
Okay,
Like,
It just
oh,
felt kind of weird to me too. Honestly, I feel
I
like
also
the ending,
didn't really like the ending that much.
why did he have to leave her, bro? That made
Yeah,
no sense
yeah,
at all.
that
Like,
was
why?
weird.
That like I did not get that.
That
at
didn't
all.
make sense to me. I 100%
Wait, have to
agree.
leave who?
Dororo.
Dororo.
Well, I mean, then did you not wait until like I think it's after the scene when they come
believe
back.
but it just kind of didn't make sense to me
No,
why
like-
it had to happen like that in the first place.
What's the main guy's name?
I
Hyakimaru.
can't remember.
Yakimaru.
Yep.
Like, did he leave her because he wanted her to grow? Like,
Yeah, and she did, and she came back. Did you not see that part?
It was dumb, bro. They created this whole entire great relationship just for him
Yeah,
to do
those
the
two were
dash.
awesome. Yeah, and then he just dipped. I don't know. It wasn't like the worst ending. It just wasn't. I feel like they could have done better with it. I really do.
agree.
And like I'm not saying it was bad. I just wish they would have done more because the show.
Or they could have
I really,
elaborated
really
a
like
little
the show.
more.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate when like
Ending
you
was
just
kind of. I
see
felt it felt
imagery.
rushed,
Yeah, it did
That's
feel
like,
rushed.
yeah,
but during the beginning and middle, it was pretty good.
Oh,
yeah. It was a great show. Like just I'm trying to think what body part he was gonna get back next.
Bro, when Hakimaru screams and shreds those
Oh.
guys, holy shit.
Oh, dude,
That part
yeah.
is lit.
Oh
When
my
Mio
goodness, that
gets-
was dark.
Yeah.
That was dark.
yeah.
Alright.
The whole show is dark like that.
What's the next
Coming up
one?
next, another dark show that I actually haven't seen. It's Drifters.
I
have not
watched the
seen.
first episode.
Isn't it's supposed to have like a bunch of historical figures and stuff in it, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
It sounds really cool.
Have not seen.
I think
but
we
it
I'm
does
gonna
sound
throw
good.
it, yeah.
Have not seen.
I guess we don't have anything to say about that. Then it's Elfen Lied.
Based on what I've seen, fuck, bro. It's one of my roommate's favorite anime of all time.
I know I haven't seen this one either, but I
haven't either.
know it's like very reputable.
It's one of Deuce's favorite anime of all time. I put it in A, to be honest. I've seen a couple episodes too, so
I'll throw it at the bottom of A, I guess.
it has a big following. It's very popular.
It's very popular. We'll put it in A for the clout.
All right. Next up.
Erased. Next up is Erased.
That's all you, AK.
Isaac's seen Erased as well.
I have also seen it, and
Let's go.
I really liked it.
I'm out of the loop on this guy.
It was
Erased
a great
is
show.
very good. I would
A tier, I think.
honestly put it between Akira and Samurai Champloo.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's like nuzzle it up towards the front there. I think that's a good place for it.
This was like in one of the first 5 shows I watched.
Really?
And I thought I think I started off on Tokyo Ghoul, then it was My Hero, and then I think it might have been Erased, and this was my favorite show for a long time.
It's the happiest sad show I've ever watched. Like it's a really like positive show, but at the same time it has like really
It was
dark
about
themes at the
murders.
same time. Yeah, it's about murders, but they make it into like a happy, really happy story. With a hint of tragedy. With a hint of tragedy.
There's a
The
bit of
ending was really
tragedy.
good.
A lot of people hate the ending.
It was weird, but like I don't know how else they would have ended it.
Well, they ended it differently in the manga, and that's why everybody hates it.
Oh, was the okay?
The manga, I think
this
it's
might be a manga I have to read.
kind of
then.
the same kind of thing, except for I think
A little more chess play again.
no, well maybe. I want to say that he like pushes the guy off the edge of a bridge or something. I don't
Gotcha.
remember. Or I watched a video on it. I don't remember what it was, but I thought the ending was fine. I thought it was good. I didn't think twice about it. It belongs in the middle of A. Let's move
I
on.
agree.
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
I haven't seen any Ghost in the Shell, bro. I can't. Even
Neither
talk.
have I. I've seen Scarlett Johansson.
You've
I've
seen that
just-
Ghost in the Shell?
I saw parts of it and I did not make it through the whole thing. I
I
didn't know
think-
what was going on at all.
Honestly, if I don't think I would like it if I saw it, but I'm gonna put it in have not seen.
Yeah, I think that's the best call, man.
It has a big following though. And a
It
lot
does.
of people regard it very highly.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'd like it very
I
much.
mean, if it
but-
got a Western movie adaptation, it had to be big enough.
Next up, Gleipnir. I'm assuming I'm the only one that's seen this show.
I've only seen fight scenes from it, and that
It's-
shit looks weird and did not interest me at all.
It's
Have not seen for
relatively
me.
it's relatively new. It's really weird. The whole premise of the show is really weird, and I put it
Oh.
in C. I'd say do not bother with it.
All right.
Under Devilman, I'd go.
Okay. What do we have next?
Next up is Hellsing Ultimate.
It's a vampire anime?
God, bro, I've actually seen like a couple episodes of a bunch of these, and I ended up dropping them.
I haven't seen Hellsing Ultimate either.
I think
It's
put it in-
very popular.
based on what I know about it, I put it in B, and I did like what I saw.
I think B's a fine spot for it. I'll put it in the bottom of B.
Okay.
Alucard.
Isaac, you got any comments?
No, I don't. Did this ever air on anything like
It's older.
Toonami?
I don't think it. I mean, probably not in the United States.
Because like I feel like I've seen stuff involving this anime, but like I can't say I've ever watched it.
This
But
is
like,
like
it's familiar
it's like
in a way.
They got like Alucard and stuff in this anime, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Dracula.
I've played Castlevania, I guess.
Have you seen Castlevania, Isaac? Like the
No, I haven't.
the
I haven't
the-
at all.
Oh
Oh,
my
God.
god!
Really? Wait,
It's
it's
so
it's good.
It's
so
so good.
Oh, good.
I'll
like-
I'll really need to watch that.
Notch below Avatar, no cap.
Wow.
I wanted to put it on here, but then I was like, people get mad because it's technically not an anime.
So sick. The fights, and I love Trevor. Oh,
Trevor's beast, and Trevor's so funny.
hilarious. He's sick. I'd fuck him, no cap.
Oh, shut up.
Alright.
Yeah, we're on Kengan Ashura.
Anime. A or B, manga S.
I'm saying it's an A.
I'm also saying it's an A, bro. I love Kengan Ashura.
I have not seen
Honestly-
it, but it's a show that's on like my list, I guess.
It's got JoJo's level fights in it, just like the tomfoolery
Oh,
going on.
really?
Yeah, it's sick.
Okay, I'll have to watch that then.
Plus, you can never predict who's actually gonna win the fight because they always do backgrounds on both of the characters, and
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
it's such a good show actually.
It really
I
is.
can't wait for the next season to come out, and I
It
don't
was,
know when it is.
There was one fight where I was for sure I was certain that this one character is gonna win because he had such a better reason of fighting, and then he got mopped, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what?" Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That army guy scares the shit out of me.
Army guy.
No, it's not army. It's like the guy that had like the piece in his ear to hold him back from not killing his opponents.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Do you not remember that guy?
Army guy, bro?
I don't think. No, he's a police officer. That's what he was.
Oh, that guy's
Then
lit,
he had,
yeah.
yeah, he had that woman with him that
Mhm.
would tell him like the opponent's moves, so he would not kill his opponent.
The guy who fought what's his
The
name?
really big guy, isn't it? He fought that really giant guy from like the Himalayas.
Akoya, that's his name. Akoya.
Where are you guys putting it?
Whoa.
I put it in front of Dororo.
Okay.
I'd put it in front of Dororo too.
Right.
No, it's with Dororo, but yeah, whatever.
Story isn't on
it's-
that level, but the content is.
Oh, it's sick. The fights are awesome. That's a show that you can purely watch just for the fights because they're sick. Next up, well, we got 2 CGI only animes in a row here, and that's with Kingdom up next.
Kingdom CGI?
I believe so. I want to say CGI.
All I know about Kingdom is I have heard so many good things about the manga, and I haven't heard shit about the anime at all.
It's one of the most popular manga series of all time.
Yeah.
Or seinen manga series of all time, I should say.
Mm.
And now that I agree with you, like I hear so much about the manga, but like you'd think the anime would get some type of following.
I didn't even know it had an anime, and like the manga's been on my radar for years.
It's on
and
like season 3 now.
I didn't even know the anime existed. Genuinely, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure it's on season 3.
Something like that, yeah.
So, have not seen. Here it is, I
Yeah, I
guess.
have not seen, I think.
I don't even know anything about the premise of the story.
Oh, me neither.
Next up is March Comes In Like a Lion. This is another show that I would not consider seinen, actually.
I was gonna say.
But it was when I went on my anime list trying to make this tier list, it was like the number 2 seinen series, like the most liked seinen series.
Gatsu no Lion.
And it's a slice of life. I don't even know how they consider this how they considered it seinen.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Put it wherever you want.
I say
I'll take your word
honestly,
for
I
it.
don't know. I'd put it in C tier, I think.
C tier.
It's really popular. I put it in front of Devilman because Devilman makes no sense, and at least
Gotcha.
March Comes In Like a Lion does.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't even consider it seinen. I should have just cut it from this list. Next up, Made in Abyss. I put it. Ooh,
What are you gonna give it?
Top of A, bottom of S, top of
Really?
A.
Holy cow, dude! I have not
Bottom.
even heard of this.
No, you cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
Putting it in bottom of A.
Bottom of A, really?
I really liked it. It's a great show, and I enjoy the concept so much, but it just didn't totally do it for me. I don't know if it was like the animation style or like how the characters looked or like how I don't know. It was good. It was really good, but it didn't totally tickle my fancy. So I'd put it in like bottom of A. Super good show.
So should we like meet in the middle and go top A behind Death Note?
I'd say put it in between Champloo and Erase. Then, if he's putting it all the way at the bottom, I'm putting it at the top.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
A little bit towards the. Put it behind Champloo. There's a new movie that we can actually watch it online, Noah. But we have to
Yeah.
pay $20 to watch it.
Shit, is that one that is gonna? Does it continue the story from where it left
Yep,
off?
it actually furthers the story.
All right, we might have to do that.
Maybe we'll just chip in and watch
Yeah,
it one night.
down.
All right, next up, Madoka Magica. The fake shoujo.
The fake shoujo.
The fake
have not
magical
seen.
girl anime.
I've watched episode 1 and 2, and I'm waiting to start 3 because then I know I'm gonna be hooked. But I'd put it probably in bottom of A based on what I've heard.
Oh
about
wow.
I'd agree with that. It's I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They set it up as a magical girl anime where, like, I mean, everybody knows what magical girl animes are. And then, wow, does that take a turn for the worst real fast? Gets pretty dark pretty fast.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna put it.
You wouldn't be able to tell from the picture we have for the list, just pinked
No,
out with a
definitely not.
bunch of waifus on there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'd say bottom of A worth. A lot of people would put this in S, I'd say. It's very popular.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would put it in S, but I just haven't seen it.
All right, next up is Monster.
This is definitely gonna go in S, and none of us have seen it. 'Cause
We're
you
gonna
can't
put it
fucking
there.
Watch it anywhere.
We're just gonna put it
Really?
in S.
A
It
lot of
doesn't
people.
stream on anything?
I'm gonna
No.
put it in between Code Geass and Attack on Titan.
A lot of people consider Monster
Really?
one of the best anime of all time.
Well, how the heck are you supposed to watch it?
You
Exactly.
can't. You can't.
That's
You
the whole
literally
dilemma.
just can't watch it. Pisses me off.
Really? Like, okay, so like even on like pirating sites and stuff, you couldn't find it?
I have never tried to pirate, really. So I guess I'm not experienced with that.
So
but
like,
I heard
it
they
wouldn't have been
took
on
down.
like yeah.
They took down Kiss Anime, so
They took down Kiss
Oh,
Anime.
mm-hmm. That's what I heard.
Bro,
I saw it all
That
over
was
Twitter.
the plug when I was grinding Naruto.
Dude, Naruto's
For
on
real?
Way
Hulu.
back in like 2016. No, when I was in high school.
Naruto's on Netflix too, I think.
I don't know.
Naruto's on everything.
Not the whole thing though.
No.
Oh, maybe not. I guess I never really cared enough to actually watch the whole thing.
Dude, I feel like Naruto is something you should actually watch eventually.
It's good, bro. It's really good.
I'll
wouldn't
get there
hate it.
when I actually have free time.
Understandable.
Yeah, but if we could see Monster, I think it'd be in S.
Yeah, definitely.
Just hearing what everybody says about it, the few that have actually seen it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Alrighty, next is No Guns Life.
Haven't you watched this, AK?
Yeah, have you not? I thought you watched it. Did you
I
not?
have not.
I've watched the first like 6-7 episodes.
I haven't watched what's like the second season's airing now, and I haven't seen any of it because I want to just binge it all the way through.
It was good. It was good.
It's got a really cool story actually.
It does.
It's very interesting.
Would
I
you
think
recommend it to me? Because maybe I'll put it on the list.
I'd say it's on the top of B.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I'd say it's in front of Bungo or like before Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah.
The guy has a gun for a head.
He has a
And
gun for a
that-
head. He likes to smoke cigs.
That gun is super fucking powerful.
Is Gunhead from My Hero Academia a reference to the show or what?
No, this guy's way cooler.
Yeah.
But except for he can't shoot his gun on his head on his own.
Yeah.
He's
So,
actually he's a military weapon that
Oh.
like there's supposed to be someone that controls him. So like
Oh.
he's got like a really screwed up backstory actually.
Okay.
It's got some good premise to it. I'd
the
say.
world full of, like body enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Kind of like what Cyberpunk is gonna be like. when
Yeah,
it comes-
yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Sick.
And there's like one company that runs or like that is the main enhancement place to get like what do you call them, cyber stuff, I don't know.
Bio. No, I know the word from it because I've been watching Cyberpunk trailers lately, but it's like biometrics or whatever.
Something weird like that. His best friend is an engineer that puts it on him, but it's not the top of me.
BioWare.
Next up is One Punch Man, Wampamon.
It's A.
S.
A S. Okay. I was totally ready to go S, but I didn't know like what your guys' thoughts were actually. Like I was padding it a little bit. I love this show so much, dude.
I do too. It's so good. It's
It's hilarious and it's so badass on some of the fight scenes. The amount of hype and like beautiful animations they throw into their fights just for them to be ended in one punch and it still works somehow is just amazing to me. It's a masterpiece in its own light.
it really is. I'd put it bottom of S.
I would have personally put it in the top of A, but since you guys both put it in S, I'm perfectly fine with putting it in S.
Yeah. I love this show so
I would
much, dude.
definitely put at least the first season in S.
Oh yeah, the first season is definitely great, but the second season is probably like bottom of A, not even.
I'd put second season on top of it. I liked it a
Really?
lot.
Okay, it's just because the animation wasn't the same for me. The first season was so much like it was just kind of, it wasn't a complete letdown. Like I still like, they're developing a story at least, which I can enjoy.
The
But
problem with the second season, I just wanted to see more Saitama punching things.
yeah,
I just
they didn't
wanted to
really give it
see
a whole
more
lot.
Garo, and there's a lot of Garo. I love him.
Garo is kind of a boss, dude.
He's lit.
I don't understand him at all, but like he just beats up everyone. Dude, he's gonna be an anti like villain, right?
Or he's anti-hero, you mean?
A hero.
Wait,
Yeah.
Anti-villain just means hero.
Okay. Yeah, anti-hero, my bad. But yeah,
I don't know.
I think that's where he's on projection towards, because like the only way he's gonna get insanely strong, I feel like, is gonna be from some like bullshit power that he's gonna be given from the new insect king or whatever's living under the city. And I don't
Orochi.
think he's the type of guy to do that.
I think I don't know anything about what's happening. I think Garo's gonna shit on all of them, like the monster organization. I think he's gonna beat the fuck out of everyone, and then he's
Dude,
gonna
that would
realize
be
he's
sweet.
still not as strong enough to take on Saitama, and then he's gonna eat it and take on Saitama.
And then he's still gonna get
Man.
one bopped.
Did you guys like the meme I sent to the chat the other day where it was it was all the trainers like it was like the trainers telling people like Naruto like I'm gonna train you, and they were like yes master, and then the Wolf Fang Fist, or what's his name, not Wolf Fang Fist, what's the Gaara's training
It's
like his master.
I don't fucking know. I didn't
He's
watch
pretty strong. He's
Naruto.
the old man, and like it's like I'm going, or would you like to train under me? And then Saitama goes,
Oh
fuck off.
no, but the thing is, it was funny. But the thing is, that's one of the guys in One Punch Man that actually knows how strong Saitama is.
Yeah, he's like the only one. He literally is like one of the few people that
It's
is like,
him and
holy shit, this
Genos
dude's a
that are
god. Do you think
actually
season
aware.
3 is gonna actually get Saitama's backstory to like why he's so fucking insane? Do you guys know?
You
I have no
don't.
clue yet,
No,
and I'm
you never
happy
get his.
about not knowing.
That's like it's the whole satirical point of the show is that he's just strong for no reason.
Don't you think that it'll like eventually become a plot point?
I don't know. I know it's not yet in the manga.
Have you in the manga, Ethan?
No.
Oh, I heard in the manga they reveal it.
No, that's
Oh,
not
well,
a thing.
I got some fake news then. Holy cow.
Fake news. All right, let's move on. Next up is Parasite.
Oh, okay.
No, you still here, bud?
Uh-oh.
Is he
We
still
may
here?
have lost him. I don't know. He is in the call still.
He is still in the call. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. I mean, we're only going to have these last 5 here.
Sure. Actually, of the last 5 or 4. Well, I guess I already put Parasite in S. Have you seen Parasite?
No, you told me to watch it, but I haven't yet. And you told me it's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's in my top 10. I put it in
Top
S.
10.
Yeah, I put it in front of or better than One Punch Man.
Okay. Are we recording right now still?
Yep, I never stopped recording because I couldn't find the pause button. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's back.
Hello? You there?
Give it a minute. Give it a minute. He's probably got to figure something out with headphones or how he's going to talk into it.
Do 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 do.
Technical difficulties are hitting you
Boys,
hard.
I'm back.
All
Oh my
right.
god.
I'm back,
Slight mishaps. Alright, we were on Parasite.
Top of A.
Top A. I put it at the bottom of S.
Dude, our S list is huge.
It is, but there's so many good shows in Seinen. Like, would
Yeah,
you?
I'll put it in S. I really like Parasite.
I put it
It's
in.
an S.
I put it in front of One Punch Man. I like it more than One Punch Man.
I do too, actually.
Okay. I'll have to give this one a shot, dude. I really like. I have such a long list of ones that I need to watch, but I just have no time.
Chip away, bro. Chip away.
I know.
It's worth the watch. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I don't want to say anything because I just want you to enjoy this masterpiece.
Yeah, I think my roommate just started watching it actually, but I think he stopped watching it and started watching like. I'm pretty sure he was watching like How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime or whatever it's called.
Really, I didn't even like that. Doesn't appeal to me.
He's a special boy. He's watches
Hey, let him go on his own path.
Yeah. But yeah, I put that in between Death Parade and One Punch Man.
Eh.
Next up is Psycho Pass.
Top of A.
Psycho Pass, I'm still upset Noah hasn't finished it. Well,
I
he
can't.
can't.
My Funimation broke, so fuck Funimation. I'm boycotting. Hey, sorry Funimation, don't hate me, but I'm boycotting you.
I'm pretty sure you can still watch it on Amazon, but no biggie.
Where were you putting this, AK?
We'll throw it at the top of A. Our A
Top
list
of
is
A?
yeah. Our A list is also really long. I like
These are such good shows.
Yeah, I mean, I think Seinen is just like, it can be a lot more psychologically, like, you care about things more than in shonen where it's just like fights and stuff.
My top 3 favorite anime are shonen, so.
You're a normie. Just
I'm
kidding.
not a normie.
Shonen
I
are
am with One Piece.
Shonen are good though. Like I'm not gonna say they're not. That's usually what gets most people started is watching shonen.
What's that next one?
Tokyo Ghoul Re.
Let's go.
I split them up into Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Re because
This show. Okay, that's
Tokyo
that's a good
Ghoul
thing.
Re is probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
There's like a couple of cool moments from it, like when his teammate like dies and then
Shirazu
he
does?
like changes back into like actual Ken Kaneki for a little while when he fights what's his name on the top of the like building. Do you remember
when
that?
he fights Tsukiyama?
Yeah.
That's way cooler in the manga. I've read the whole
Oh,
manga.
isn't that just kind of the the story of the show?
The pacing
the manga is cooler.
Well, yeah, the pacing in the first season of the anime is amazing. Actually,
It was good. Oh, the animation was great.
They do things a little bit out of order, but it worked fine, and it was really good. And then the fateful second season.
Do you think they'll ever finish it and do it the right way?
No.
I don't think so.
Is there any hope? That's
the
so
only
sad.
thing about anime is they usually always do it to promote the manga.
Really?
And the manga's over.
I
Like,
did not know
rarely
that's how it went.
do anime get
So
an
why did they
adaptation
mess up
after.
the anime so badly?
You can thank Studio Piero or Period, or I don't know how to say it. They really screw up a lot of shows. Well,
All right, so we'll probably throw it in the.
Re goes in
bother?
F. Re goes in F.
Okay.
Tokyo Ghoul goes in B.
A, B, B. B's a good spot for it. I agree.
I'm putting it right in front of Blade of the Immortal.
Okay.
All right. If Isaac goes A, AK goes B, I'm going B.
Yeah.
It's
based on what I've heard.
It's
good.
It's good.
You get to that first fight scene against Jason. That shit. That's
and
nostalgia
honestly, the
goggles.
second season, I didn't know that it wasn't canon until like I saw all the outrage about it. But that wasn't
but it wasn't bad.
No, I enjoyed the second season when I was watching it because I didn't know any
it
of the
was
story.
kind of stupid.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It didn't make any sense why he went to the enemy team like that, but
the plot holes were definitely noticeable. It was like, okay, so I thought he was supposed to be this good guy, but then it kind of just split for no reason. I mean, maybe he actually is gonna get stronger while he was there, and he did. So like, it wasn't horrible, but I don't know, dude. In Re, once he just loses his memory and he's that lame ass fucking cop, it's so annoying.
yeah, I hate to be that guy, but if anybody's wondering about watching it, read it. It's way better.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy. Last one on our long list of seinen shows is a heater, and that's Vinland Saga.
S, 100% S.
Really?
This is my next on my watch list.
Oh, you haven't even seen it?
You'd throw it in A? That is just that's a tragedy if you put it in
It's
A.
early still. There's a lot left to adapt.
Season 1 was perfect.
It was really good, but season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul is pretty damn good too, and I put that in B.
Bro, the backstory, amazing. Characters are out of this world.
I
Fight
need to
scenes,
watch
unreal.
this show.
Ending was absolutely a perfect spot to wrap up that first season. Literally, it's
Yeah, it
so
was.
good. It's
What
so
does it
good.
stream on?
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay, I still have Amazon.
It's I guess. If you're gonna be like that, I'm not gonna say no.
It is deserving of S, bro.
Where do you put it on S though?
I would put it mid.
Mid S, huh? I would go at the highest bottom. I go in front of One Punch Man, but I wouldn't go in front of Parasite.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's better than One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch this show.
You got a lot you gotta watch.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I would put that in the forefront, to be honest. That show's great. It's
Sweet.
substantially better than Demon Slayer, and Demon Slayer is amazing. I mean, when it comes to best anime of that season, like it's literally Vinland Saga is number 1 on a pedestal. Nothing comes close, and then Demon Slayer is a standout second.
Final question, I guess, before we like tie things up. Do you guys think there's any like shonens that like evolve into a seinen by the end of their like show? By the end of the running?
After the end of the actual anime, I'd say it turns into seinen.
Really?
I think JoJo started as a seinen.
Yeah, and then
Started
now it's
as a
just
seinen
a
and
bunch
then
of
turned into shonen.
I'm trying to think though.
start as shonen and go to seinen.
I'll tell
It's
you
just
what.
an interesting thought. I'm like, is that even a possibility?
I'll tell you what though. I haven't talked about One Piece at all. And AK, someone actually got decapitated in One Piece, and it showed it.
I'm not ready. Don't
Like,
spoil it.
No, someone
I'm
actually got
really
their
far
head
now.
chopped, and I won't spoil it, but they got their head sliced off, and it showed it. I was like, what? That is so uncharacteristic of One Piece.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm actually
I
decently far in One Piece now, though.
Yeah, where are you at, AK?
I am on 380.
So you're deep into Water 7?
I'm deep into Water 7.
How good is Water 7?
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's fucking so good.
They just got to Ennie's lobby.
Let's go! Have you got Robin's backstory?
Not like her complete backstory, but
so
like,
the moment hasn't happened, you're gonna get chills.
Is it like a big drop?
Oh my god, Robin. You'll see, AK. You're gonna snap me and be like, I have chills all over my body.
After we get caught up, or after you're already caught up, so after I get caught up, we're gonna have a full episode just dedicated to One Piece.
I am a One Piece aficionado now, officially.
It is the best adventure story ever.
It is. It's the best adventure story in all of fiction. It's 100% is. Like, it's, oh my god, it's so good.
Isaac, have you seen any of it? Watched
course
any
I
of
have,
it? Read any of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I watched
Isaac
up
got
to
to
the
Skype, I think.
Yeah,
did
I was
you?
in Sky Kingdom, and then I dropped out of it because that took so long. And
It
then I was
does
just
take
like,
a
I can't
long
keep
time
up
to
with
watch.
You gotta read it. You gotta read it.
Reading it is.
Well, I feel like
the
now
better
that
way.
I'm this far into watching, like I shouldn't just leave that. But
I ended it. I stopped watching Skype and started from the beginning and read it.
I stopped
Oh.
watching at Cake Island and started from chapter 150 and read it.
And then have you like been watching it at all then while it comes out like recently?
Yeah, I've been watching Wano actually. I'm pretty caught up.
In the anime, is it pretty close to the manga?
I'd say it's probably say we stop the manga right now, it'll probably take 20 or 30 episodes, probably 30 episodes of anime to catch up.
Oh, so it's still a
Wow.
good amount ahead of it then.
Yeah.
But they're in Wano in the anime? Aren't
Yep.
they still in Wano in the manga?
Yep.
Oh, Wano must be a long
Bro.
arc.
I'm literally like I caught up at the perfect moment because shit is hitting the fucking fan in the One Piece world right now. Like it is going down, bro.
Sweet.
I'm talking like Marine Ford level shit is happening right now.
I haven't seen Marine Ford.
Well, you're gonna shit your pants.
That's
when you read
before the
Marine
time
Ford.
skip, right?
Yes. It is basically the reason for the time skip.
I'm excited.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I think we got very sidetracked at the end there. But
It's all good. It
what
happens.
happens, right?
I'm about to
Again.
go do homework till my eyes bleed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
I
same.
feel that.
I don't think we have any plans for next week. We're way too busy to plan things out now.
Yeah, school is kicking my ass.
We'll get the tipsy tales to you sooner or later, but right now we're too busy.
We're too busy, but we'll still come out with this stuff weekly, guys. So keep listening for the same content. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, thanks for having me on today, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, anytime. Later, guys. Take it easy. Thanks for listening. I'm out this jam.
See ya.